Okay, now we're going to take the Jerry Reed style pattern number 3, which is one you can find in the picking patterns section here of the channel. So you want to make sure you probably learn that pattern first, just on one chord. Here it is, a little bit of refreshing what that pattern is over just an E major triad. Very syncopated. We're going like this: thumb on beat 1, index on the and to beat 1, thumb, middle, ring finger pinching on beat 2, another pinch on beat 3, the and of beat 3 is the index finger, beat 4 is the thumb, the and of beat 4 is middle and ring. So quite a lot going on here. It is really slow one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. Here it is when I loop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're going to take that pattern, plug it in to our stump water changes. All right. And if you've been following this in a progression, for the last 6 or 7 videos, then you're probably in pretty good shape. But I want to just reinforce that you want to make sure you always start your thumb on the root of each chord change for this particular way that we're doing this. Okay, if you are not sure what I mean by that, just drop me a comment and ask a question or send in a video. I'll help you out with what I mean by that. But really, we want to be able to just match up pretty quickly and instantly and accurately the thumb as a starting place for the alternating bass pattern with whatever string the root of the chord is on. All right, that's really important because as I'm playing through this, that's kind of guiding me. I'm seeing these shapes, like this is an A minor shape. I know it's a 5th string root, so I just sort of automatically put my thumb on the 5th string. Okay, and the more that you practice it, it will become more and more natural. So let's go ahead and plug in this Jerry Reed style pattern number 3 over the whole stump water progression at 100 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anticipation. Hopefully that's going pretty well. I say it each time, but if you haven't done this pattern yet before you jump into the whole progression, you should just take it with one chord first. Make sure you're accurate with it. Make sure you're playing straight 8th notes. If you can play that clean and smooth and kind of get the pattern memorized, that's the key, I think, too, is memorize the pattern first on one chord. And then it doesn't really matter which chord we change to because the pattern remains the same. All right, so just take it easy on yourself. take a little bit at a time, nice and slow, go for accuracy, you know, being in time, and then speed it up. So as we've done with the other videos, we're going to take the same thing and play it twice that fast, 200 beats a minute. And I keep talking about this because it's so important that when you have that syncopation on the and to beat 4, it's up to you whether you want to stick on the same chord shape. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and these last 2 fingers, I can remain on that C sharp minor, for example, or I could at that point on the and to beat 4 switch early to my next chord. That's up to you. You're going to have to do some experimenting with where it fits best. I think as I speed it up faster and faster, some places the anticipation helps me play it more and more clean. All right, so let's go ahead and try it. 200 beats a minute. This is a fun one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. In your practice sessions, once you work it up to whatever speed you're working on and you're comfortable with, loop it maybe even more than I just did. See if you can just play through that 2 times in a row through the whole tune, or 3 times in a row. Okay, and after we covered kind of the first 10 essential, I would call them, patterns from this Buster workout, I'm going to show you a bunch of embellishments and variations you can do as well. I hope this is going okay for you. I think, once again, if you've made it this far and you can play that accurately, even at 100 beats a minute, I would say that's going to translate throughout your whole technique when you approach fingerstyle. You're going to have, I think, a tightened up, beefed up, strengthened up right hand picking pattern, or left hand if you're picking with your left hand. So if you have any questions about any of that so far with this Jerry Reed style pattern number 3, drop me a comment and I'll help you out.